HX20, aka you see there's a planner in this pack, this mod pack. On console, it's only 2 slots. So 13. And you simply hook a Batwing to, if you just want hooked up 2 like that, that's what you do. Now, if you want more than 2, or I got this Batwing, you hook another A-frame tandem and bring it back here, and off to the right of it, or to the on the left side of that one, you put your second one, and then you on the right side you'd put another A-frame and put a third one on it, and so forth. You can go on as far and as big as you want, and as big a tractor horsepower. If you're using a big bud foot swipe with that, right, with 2 of them right there. So that if you're doing mulching, that's the way to do it right there. Now, part 2 here. Let's go back to the mod hub first. Okay, I was testing whether the John Deere 4940 sprayer part and drivable part was better than this thing here that came out today, which is the Case Patriot. The Case Patriot is a total of 21 slots. It's only 250 horsepower, 36 meter spread, and it does about 16 miles an hour through the field. But it's all one piece, you see. It's not separated. And it only holds 30 up to 37, 3,500 to 3,700 gallons. Now, the John Deere holds, when you, well, that's the wrong one. Yeah, direct injection. Well, yeah, the direct injection on this one gives you the extra. It holds 4,542 base, but that gives you 47. So it's about 2,000 more. So anyway, so the difference is it holds, but this spread is a half a meter wider. Speed wise, you're doing about 20 miles an hour through the field. It says 31, but that's a lie. You do not go that fast spraying. It is about somewhere around 22 miles an hour, where this one, like I said, I just finished using it, 16. To me, and this is my opinion, and folks, anybody that knows me, they know I used to farm. I never used anything like that when we farmed because we didn't have nothing around like that. We had tow-behind sprayers, but I've used enough of these on here. This one is a much steadier driving and spraying piece of equipment than the 4940 sprayer. I don't know if y'all have had issues with the 4940. Tipping over. The box spreader part especially, but even the sprayer part tips over. But anyway, that Case, in my opinion, is a much steadier, better sprayer than, in my opinion, which is better for me, is the Case. I like it, and it's all one piece. The John Deere one, to get it, you're still spending, either way you're going to spend about a little over $200-something thousand, but John Deere is 34 slots versus 21. So what would that be, the difference? Let's see, 34 minus 21. 13 more slots on console. Of course, PC players, doesn't matter. I'm not talking about y'all right now. This is for console players. Slots still are a thing, and you still have to be very aware of that, even though we have more. But in my opinion, this here, even though it's on skinnier wheels, that's Michelin skinny tires, and it's a much better, I don't know, it just rolled through the field much better, in my opinion. It felt more secure, and that's the way I feel about that Broadcaster right there too. Yeah, even though it only holds 18 tons versus the John Deere holds, I think, 19.5. And I think, let me see, I don't know what that spreader is. Let me see. Here it is over here. It slings at 28 meters, which the John Deere is at 32. So what's the difference there? 4 meters, not a whole heck of a lot. In a big field, it would be somewhat. But these wheels and the way that's set up, I have to say, Case, even with that, they've got John Deere knocked in the head there. They got it balanced where even on skinny wheels like that, you don't feel that shiftiness or feeling like it's going to tip because the weight's not, they haven't got the weight balance right. That's what's wrong with that 4940. It's not the same 4940 we had on 19. That one, you could turn on a dime with that one with a load and it would never even give it in front. The one on 19 would look more like a 9R on the front. It was wider, had a wider, the motor and all was much wider. That's an 8RT front on it. That's the way it feels when you're in it. It feels like you got an 8RT up there. Anyway, it was a much wider, it was different. So even with the skinny wheels on that John Deere, and even with the wheels all the way, on the John Deere, you hit a button, you can push them out wide. It still tips. Once it feels shifty like it's going to tip. Turns were terrible with that. Are terrible until they update it. They are terrible. So the Case sprayer, in my opinion, the Case Patriot and the Titan Broadcaster are the best right now. And this Titan now is 2 pieces. It's not one piece like the sprayer. They have in that pack with the Titan, they do have a sprayer, but and it would work for regular game. Here, I'll show it to you. See, they have a sprayer. It's only 28, well, I think you can, no, it's only 28 meters. But you cannot, for precision farming, it doesn't have the See and spray, like I show you what I'm talking about. See down here where it says weed and spray, that goes with precision farming. It's cameras. They put cameras on the sprayer, so you turn it on, go through the field. It's not spraying until them cameras detect the weed, and then read what it says. It says, with this configuration, each nozzle of the sprayer will only turn on while there are actual weeds below the nozzle. With that, you may use 90% less herbicide, reducing costs and protecting the environment. And that's why on the environmental score, if we look, let's scroll down, see, 66, 77 on that one, and all 4 of these fields have been de-weeded. I'll show you what I'm talking about that I own. See, the weeds are dead. And that's how weeds really come. They don't cover the whole field. They spaced out like that. That's legit. I know this because I used to farm. I've seen plenty of them in the field. Anyway, howbeit, we never sprayed after we had crop up because you killed a crop. This the thing about precision farming. It ain't realistic. You have to go in there with a weed plow or a cultivator or a hoe, but in something like a grain like wheat, barley, or oats, you can't do that because you drill that. It ain't in rows. But corn and sunflower seed and soybean pretty much are in rows. Howbeit on here, soybean doesn't look like it's in rows because either way you plant it. Anyway, that's another broadcast at another time. But anyway, that's what I was showing you this morning in those two videos that didn't have no audio. Had video, but no audio. Anyway, I can't take credit for finding this here out over here. I didn't figure that out. It's just a video friend of mine that does videos, Driver 53. He posted a video about it, and I happened to see it. And so I just took what he did and done my own video, if you will. But anyway, Driver 53 is his name. You can go to his YouTube page. He does a lot of videos like that where he'll tinker with stuff, and stuff you wouldn't think would work, but he'll get it to work. Anyway, until next time.